Have you ever been asked to clean something? It's gotta be, for me, one of the worst feelings of all time. Now personally, I like to clean, don't judge me, but when I'm asked to clean, I do not want to do it. The worst is right after dinner, whenever you eat a full meal and you don't want to do anything. Yeah, do you mind cleaning after dinner? You busy? What are you doing? Could you help out? Get the dishes? Where are you going? Where are you going? What's even worse than that is when you're already planning on cleaning and then somebody asks you. Absolutely not, don't want to do it. So there's a story in the Bible of a man who had a very similar reaction that we can have to cleaning, but it was to Jesus. Jesus was approached by a man who was a Bible expert. He asked Jesus, "What must I do to go to heaven?" But Jesus turned the question on him and asked him, "What do you think the law says?" So the Bible expert replied, "Love the Lord your God with all of your heart, all of your soul, all of your mind, and all of your strength, and love your neighbor as you would love yourself." Jesus said, "That's perfect. Do that and you will live." But the Bible expert really didn't want to hear that answer. He was actually fishing for something. He wanted to justify himself, to prove to himself that his lifestyle is the right way. He didn't want to change according to Jesus's teachings at all. He wanted to live the way he wanted to live. So he asked Jesus, "Who is my neighbor?" And Jesus, in response, told a story. He said there was a Jewish man who was traveling from Jerusalem to Jericho. And on his way, traveling between these two cities, he was jumped, robbed, and beaten, stripped of all of his clothing. He was beaten almost half dead on the side of the road. Now, while he was lying there came a religious man, a priest. But the religious man saw him and walked to the other side of the road and left him there for dead. Then another religious person, a teacher of the law, also saw him, and he did the same thing, walked to the other side of the road and left him there for dead. Then a Samaritan man came, and the Samaritans and the Israelites were at odds. They did not get along at all. They definitely weren't friends. But the Samaritan man picked him up, put him on his donkey, began to clean out his wounds and bandage him. He took the Jewish man all the way to a local hotel or inn, paid all the man's expenses, and says, "Hey, I'll be back to pay for more if he stays longer." Then Jesus looked to the Bible expert and asked, "Of the three men who walked past the man who was beaten, who was the neighbor?" So the Bible expert reluctantly said it had to have been the one who helped the man. Jesus replied to him and said, "Go and do likewise." So this whole conversation started because the Bible expert wanted the benefits of following God without really changing. Now Jesus makes it really clear. If we want to love God fully and love his people, we shouldn't be asking, how much do I need to love, or how far is too far, or what am I allowed to do? If we only had to love certain people and do certain things, then God's love for us would be conditional. And conditional love isn't really real love. It turns quickly into transactional favors for you to benefit from somebody, and it's not about loving them. I'll do this so I can get this in return. It's not about serving the other person. It's about what you can get from them. And Jesus teaches more on this in Matthew 5. If someone slaps you in the cheek, turn the other cheek for them to slap as well. If someone wants to sue you, take your shirt off and give it to them, and hand over your coat as well. If anyone forces you to go 1 mile with them, go 2. He says, give to the one who asks of you, and do not turn away from the one who wants to borrow from you. Christianity is not about getting what you deserve or living a life that's comfortable where you don't have to change or get outside of your comfort zone and love people and serve them. It's not about what people can do for you. It's about how God can use you in others' lives. We should be quick to serve, quick to love people, quick to reach out, quick to lend an extra hand, quick to expend our energy in love and serve people to meet their needs. We shouldn't be trying to justify our way of life or us being comfortable by not doing those things. Why? Because Jesus modeled this for us. And if we're really following him, then we are really going to follow him into loving people and serving them. My challenge for you this week is to stop making excuses and trying to justify yourself as to why you're not loving that person, forgiving that person, serving your family, being disciplined with your days, praying for others, and start to go the extra mile for somebody. Pick a friend, pick a family member, pick somebody and go the extra mile for them. Give them a phone call, a text, write them a letter, a Zoom call, whatever you have to do. If it's an Xbox or PS4 party chat, whatever you need to do, find somebody, love them, encourage them, forgive them, and meet them right where they're at.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Just go.
Hi everyone, we're so happy y'all watched this video and came this far. If you enjoyed the video, like and comment below what your favorite part of the video was.
Yeah, make sure you subscribe to get all of our content. Also follow us at The Vive Anchor. We're gonna be keeping you guys updated with everything coming up. Love you guys, thank you so much.
Woo!